The English writer Graham Greene was very well known for his powerful stories, some of which were made into movies. He was also a convert, and Catholicism often plays a big part in his writings. Although generally regarded as one of the best novelists of the 20th century, he never received the Nobel Prize. Many readers and writers were angry about this, feeling that he had been unjustly passed over. When asked if he was disappointed, Graham Greene smiled and said, "Oh no, I am awaiting a much better prize than the Nobel." "What prize?" they asked, to which he replied, "Death." How we look at death has everything to do with how we look at life. For some, death can be the dreaded enemy of life, to be resisted and fought against tooth and nail. For others, and in particular for those of faith, death is rather the crowning moment of life, a prize to be welcomed, celebrated, embraced. "I go to prepare a place for you," says Jesus. "I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Remember that in the Father's house there are many rooms." What is there to fear in that? Nothing could be more comforting. How wonderful to know that a special place, a special room, has been prepared just for me in the eternal house of God. Why do people insist on fearing that moment, the most important, most glorious of their whole life? Perhaps it is the thought of separation from loved ones. Yet in the words of the German poet Heinrich Heine, "Der Tod, der trennet nicht, der Tod vereinigt. Das Leben ist es, was uns gewaltsam trennt." Death does not separate. Death brings us together. It is life that violently divides us. Once again, the paradox of truth. In life, we can never be fully united with another person. We can strive for it, we can approach it, but we can never quite achieve that perfect unity. That is only attainable in the one thing that unites us all. Far from being the end of life, death is its true beginning. Far from tearing us from one another, it is the only thing that brings us together. Far from being the enemy to be feared, it is the only friend that takes us to God. So do not let your hearts be troubled. Life is not merely a journey to God. Life is a journey with God. God is with us every step of the way, even when we forget to notice. As one after another we bury those we love, and as our own inevitable rendezvous with death approaches, let us remember the God to whom we go, the God with whom we walk. Do not let your hearts be troubled. In the last words of Johann Sebastian Bach himself, "Don't cry for me, for I go where music was born."